Next speaker is Bruce Richardson. The lottery, Bruce Richardson. Have you ever won the lottery? I don't mean the Office 50/50 draw. I mean the huge lottery. The one with the multi-million-dollar prize. Well, I'm here to tell you that I defied the odds and I won the lottery. But my prize was not money. My prize was far more valuable. Contest chair, Toastmasters, guests, and honorable judges. My prize was to find my perfect life mate. She's caring, compassionate, and the perfect fit for me. Now, I know you're probably thinking, how does getting married defy the odds? Lots of people get married. To answer that question, we need to take a step back to my early years. I was born into a family, one younger brother. After him, my parents said, that's it. My dad was miserable that night. A few years later, I figured out why. And my early years had very little interaction with girls my age. My father, he had many great qualities, but relationships was not one of them. So where was I to turn for a role model? We didn't have internet, we didn't have YouTube. This is the 60s. But we had upgraded. We had color TV. So I would come home at lunchtime and I would listen to Fred Flintstone. He was a caveman on his dinosaur working in the quarry all day. He'd come home, he'd slam the door open, Wilma, I'm home, what's for dinner? And the family would come running. He was the king of his castle, he had it made. Come home from school, leave it to Beaver, Junior Ward Cleaver. The perfect family. And then evening, the honeymooners, Ralph and Alice Cramden. He was the man of the house. And he was actually very skilled at conflict negotiation. If things didn't go his way, it was, to the moon, Alice. Those are the role models I grew up with. You younger people in the room, check them out on the Retro Channel. I hit my high school years, and my world now expanded. It now included girls. I found out they were interesting. So I'm on a mission now. I've got to find me the perfect girl. She's got to be beautiful. She's got to be smart. She's got to be a first-place trophy for me to show off to my friends. So I diligently applied the lessons from Ralph, Fred, and Ward. And girlfriend number 1 came. I'm gone. Girlfriend number 2 came. I'm gone. And that trend continued. And it hurt me as I thought, is it possible my role models misled me? Maybe I'm not the perfect guy that every girl wants. Ouch! Fast forward a few more years. Now I'm in my mid-20s, still single. And one day, out of the blue, it hit me. I could hear angels singing in the background. The girl of my dreams. Do you believe in love at first sight? A few months later, we were engaged. 6 months later, we're at the altar saying, I do. Walk down the aisle, hop in our golden carriage, ride off into a beautiful sunset, and live happily ever after. Back to you. Whoa, hold on. This isn't a fairy tale. This is reality. My reality is marriage came with many mistakes and lessons to learn. I come home, I get questions. Does this outfit look good on me? Or my favorite, would you like to take the garbage out? Now these are phrased as questions, but they are not questions. They are loaded statements that will blow up when you touch them. One night I'm home, big at home. I finally got this marriage thing figured out. I'm relaxed, getting a shoulder massage, and then comes a question. What did your first slave die from? Boredom. That was supposed to be my inner voice. That night I found out what the inside of the doghouse looked like. I defied the odds of growing up in my male-dominated world, ignorant of how women think, only to marry the perfect woman for me? I actually hit the jackpot a second time when through my marriage I learned many valuable life lessons. I learned that it's not about me. It's about us. We stick together always. We enjoy the fun times. We hang on during the down times. I learned many valuable lessons about forgiveness. Forgive always. Holding grudges doesn't work. Know when to ask forgiveness. What about you? How are you going to beat the odds? Perhaps you've made mistakes like I have. You cannot take back yesterday, but you can learn from the lessons of yesterday. Here, today, now, this is what we have to work with. Listen more, talk less. Forgive always, and decide what you're going to do to make life more enjoyable for that special person. Do this, and you too can defy the odds. Back to you, Mr. Chair.
Now, can we have 1 minute for the judges?